Hi, welcome. I am Ron. This is Ageless Balance Stick Day. I love Stick Day. We're going to be using sticks for everything. So we'll be using it for balance. We'll be using it for stability. We'll be using it for range of motion. Little of this, little of that. Starting out with hands. See, I'm sorry I do that walking back and forth. I watched a couple of videos. Somebody brought it to my attention, and I watched some of my videos, and I move constantly, and I apologize for that. I just don't stand still well. All right, here we go. Bar in front, hands over the top. Just bring it up. That's it. Start there. Just start there. Only bring it up as high as you can and bring it down. So a couple things you can do. Where you place your hands makes a difference, especially when you go from front to back. If you go wider when you go behind you, it makes it a little easier. So maybe you can get it back a little farther. But experiment. See what works for you in different positions. If you have, I have cane tips on the end of mine. If you have slippery ends on yours, be careful, especially when we use it on the floor for stability. You want to make sure that you don't slide or that it doesn't slide out from under you. But man, it is so nice to have. It replaces a chair kind of, except for seated exercises. I can't balance on it. All right, down in a hip hinge, or I mean a squat, sorry. Straight down, shoulders back. Bring that bar back just a little bit, rolling the shoulder blades back, and then up over the top. So you get this arc coming down, and then roll it back up. If you can, extend the arms out just a little bit more with each one, a little more stretch, and up. If you want, here's a great place. If you want to keep that back straight, you can use this to help you. Hold it right in front of your nose so that you can hold on with your hands, and that's going to keep the back from tilting forward. All right, straight up and down this time. So bring it down. We're going to do like a shoulder press with it. Elbows are back right here, but the bar is right in front of the chest, and then push it up. As high as is comfortable for you. And back down if you can. Get those hands out just a little bit wider. Get a little better stretch through the chest to the front of the shoulders. That's what works for you. What works for you is what works for me. And up. And nothing works for Denise because it's a stick. And down. Don't leave, Denise. I'll stop. Up and back down. This is really bad about showing my shoulder discrepancy. And down. That is just awful. All right. Out in front. Step away from the stick. I love it. And a little bend in the knees. Drop down into a tabletop. And then use your arms to come back up again. Don't use the back. Just use the arms. Excuse me. You can walk the hands down, but don't let the shoulders drop. Use that band or that bar to keep the chin up. I'm so used to saying band. I think bar is better than stick, though. Just always sounds wrong when I say take your stick and walk it back up again. And there you go. Let's do a little rotation. Arms out. Right there. Right there you are. Feet planted firmly upon the floor, pointed forward, knees in the same direction, rolling just the shoulders to start out with. Look right out front. Make sure that you're not turning the head. If you do, that's what brings the legs around easily. We're more likely to bring the hips around if we bring the head with it. It's a little easier to keep that alignment straight when you have the head straight. And now that you know what it feels like, you know how good it is to keep those hips forward, which muscles to contract, bring the head around with it. Nice and easy back to center. The other side, I do that. And same thing. Back in and bring it down. Shake that out. Shoulders just a little bit. Bottom hand on this one. So you're going to take that lower hand and you're going to push up, not hard. So one of the problems you run into with a stick, with a bar, is that because you can assist with that other arm, we do. And sometimes we go too hard with it and we can really drive that shoulder up. Don't do that. Don't hurt the other one. Up. But you get a little more stretch. That's the beauty of it. Shoulders stay in a straight line as you do this. You can't just bring one arm across. You got to use both. I think it's perfect. Bring it up. And there you go. Chest press right here, elbows back, and then just take your hands and squeeze them together. You can't see what I'm doing. Squeeze them together like that. And then out. Roll the shoulders out, feel it in the chest, doing the contraction, warming those muscles up through the front of the shoulders, stretching out the back. And then as you come back in, elbows down, about a 45-degree angle as you come in, not straight out the back, a little bit down, and then out again. So I had my arms out too wide. I was really pushing on my shoulders, so I had to walk the hands in a little bit. All kinds of adjustment though. The full length of the bar is your adjustment. All right, back behind. Hands on the stick. First thing we're going to do is just a hip hinge. And these are great because if you can keep those hands around the back of the stick, then it keeps the shoulder blades back as you come down. It's even better if you can get it around your neck or around the shoulders. And that's a little harder though, but if you can, that's another place you can go with it is back here. This is where the arms can go out really wide. Wider sticks work well for this. If you've got a really short forefoot, it's not going to work. Down and back up. And that's where we bring it down lower on the back so that it doesn't work on the shoulder so much. So you're bringing it here and doing the same thing, but you're still holding the shoulder blades back and up. And now a rotation. And again, this holds the shoulder girdle in a straight line. Knees forward, toes forward, bring it around. Little bit of pressure on that front shoulder. You can kind of, or that front arm. You can kind of just give a little more twist, but not a lot. Not a lot. You don't want to feel it in the lower back. Other side. Other side. Around. And around. And back again. Here we are. Here we are. We're going to take a right out to the side. Feel the stretch going on the inside of the arm, going up to the front of the shoulder as you push out, using that back hand to push it out, and then coming around doing the same on the other side. Again, it's just a little extra assist, keeping you in a straight line, allowing you to put a little pressure on just to get a little farther than you would normally. Out. And back in again, right straight down. In front of the hips, use that bottom hand, push up, around, and up. Take it slow, take it easy. Each time, maybe get a little bit farther with it. Up. Both arms stay straight, little bend in the elbows. Don't bend one of the elbows a lot. And back around one more time. Up, over the top, and back down again. Bar on the floor. Going into a stagger step, we're going to use it to do a split squat. So you got the bar, you got the stick right there. Going down, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings, bringing the heel up. You can do a lot of this with the chair. Well, not like behind the head stuff, but like this you can do with the chair. Down, but you can do it with this instead of the chair, which is kind of nice. It's a lot easier to carry around with you than a chair. Down, roll. You can't pack a chair in your suitcase. You can't really put this either. But if you've got a walking stick like Denise is using, those are fantastic. You can use those just like these. Same thing. Up to the top and good. Other side, same thing. Using that stick to hold your shoulders back as you come down, so you're not letting yourself roll forward, push out. You're going right straight down, right straight up. You can get a little bit deeper because you're using this to help pull you up, push you up. A couple more. Take it down so you can get just a little bit deeper with it. Knees, toes, stay in alignment. Back foot, mine wasn't. And up one more time. Roll, lift, and up. Grab a drink of water. Grab a drink of water. Whew. That's some great stretching, though, isn't it? Fantastic stretches, fantastic range of motion. It's just phenomenal. All right, so that was the standing in place section of the bar workout. I can't really call it bar. It's BAR though. It's not BARRE. I guess we could use it like that if we had like sawhorse brackets or something. All right, here we go. Here we go. First thing is just hold the stick right there and march. What you want to do on all of these, work the core. Hold the bar and bring those arms in. Feel the muscles all through the torso, working shoulders, chest, all the way down to hold it together, giving you a little better balance. That's why they have the flying Walendas had those long bars. Anybody remember the Walendas? Up. And what we're going to do is, as you lift the leg, push the bar out and back in again. If this works for you. If it doesn't, tap the toe, bar comes out, toe comes up off the floor, back down, and then bring it in again. So do the one that's right for you, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Remember, you're looking to feel that floor underneath the stationary foot, ball of the foot to the heel, toes touching but not gripping. Excuse me. Up and out. Ooh, having problems there. Up and back. Out and back up again. So just holding that makes it so much easier to stack over that stationary leg. All right, same thing, but this time arms up. As the knee comes up, we're going to pull the bar down. And up. Knee stays straight. I see my knee going in like that. I'm so worried about this, but hold it tight. Don't have to bring that foot up very high. You can bring it up just a little bit and the bar down just a little bit. These really are just strengthening exercises for the lower body. Up and we're set. Bring it down, shake it out. We're going to go into just a lunge, just a lunge. Out and back. So this is going to give us that start of a stride, of a gait stride circuit. Out and back, out. Pushing out the heel, you can use the stick here, coming out, making sure you come right straight down, and then you can push back just a little bit to get yourself on that back leg. So it's down and up, making the back leg do the work, which it's supposed to be doing. Out and back, out and back. The other thing you use for is to get the feel of it, and then you go with it. Okay, forward lunge with a push. Chest out, chest press. Whoa. Push out, bring it back in as you come in, working the upper and lower body, moving at the same time. Step out, drive the arms out, and bring it all back in again. And up, down and forward, up and back. To make this a little more challenging, we're going to take and go up at a diagonal. So stepping out as you do, arms go up, and then bring it back in and down. I'm not sure why it's more challenging, but it is for me. And in, especially coming back. Takes my brain a second to figure out that it's going a little different here. And I push, otherwise I'm going way back. All my momentum takes me a lot deeper on this one, or a lot farther back. Out and in and pull and back in again. You just take step behind, going into that stagger step, into a forward hip hinge, bring the arms up, just feel the stretch for right now through the shoulders. Closer your feet are together, side to side, the more balance has to work through the core instead of through the legs. And then in, step it back, push it out. backing out. Bring it in. Again, get the arms moving at the same time the leg is, and have it all catch the center at the same time. You're sharing that weight out front and back, keeping that balance, and then everything hits the middle together. One more time each side. Out and in. Take your time with it. It's a lot harder. And back in again. You're going to go back in that reverse lunge again, but this time, as you step back, bring the arms up overhead, and then come back down. Working the range of motion through the shoulders, working the balance, proprioception, having to feel that foot underneath. Core is totally engaged here to hold you up as you make those moves together. Back, pushing through that front foot. And bring it up. Stay right here. We're going to do a standing. Bringing the arms up. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. So looking down, follow it up, and all the way up. Then keep your eye on it as you come back down again. Core stays tight, shoulder blades stay back. One more time, bring it up overhead with the eyes following it all the way up. And then back down. Again, if that's at all uncomfortable for you, just don't move it as much. Don't go fast, go slower too. That's what we're going to do here is, if you can, give it a shot. Step out. As you're stepping out, start bringing that stick up into a forward lunge and then back again and down. The other way you can do this, go into a stagger. Whoa, go into the stagger, forward lunge, and then watch it up and watch it down and then step back. So it's out, follow it up. Feel how much different it is, how much harder it is to balance when you're watching that go up. That's what happens to you when you're walking and you're distracted and you look quickly. Especially if you live in Albuquerque and there's this hot air balloons all the time. What is that? And down again. Same thing, but this time I'm going to round the side. So forward lunge, around, in, and down. Up, step forward, rotate, in and down. So this is that getting your brain used to taking a step and being able to turn your head to the side without taking the hips with it. But for the brain, it's being able to make that rotation, be able to look to the side without you following your gaze out there, because the body has a tendency to go the direction of the eyes. And down one more time. About, around, back in, and down. There are so many. I have just pages of these. Next one we're going to do, holding the bar out front, going into a hip hinge right here. Butt back, knees over the ankles, and shoulder blades back. Bring it up. Use the hands if you need to. Those will help you come up. It'll hold those shoulder blades together. Again, down. And up. Hit the ceiling. Right here behind the back. We're going to do that again. Keeping the shoulder blades back. So take your hands behind the pole. Roll the shoulder blades back as you come down. And then use that pole. Help you come up by using that. Again, down. Stop here. In this rotation, shoulders around just a little bit. Do not go heavy on this one. It is just a little rotation. Feet forward, knees, hips don't turn, and back. Bring it up. Bring it back down. Small rotation. And up. Out front. A couple more, and then we'll take a break. We're going to step out to the side. Take the stick, the pole, move it out with you. Go into a wide squat right here. Bring it back up and come back to the middle. Step out. and down. Hold on to the stick, get you down just a little bit deeper, and back, out, up, and back in. One more time. Step out into that squat, and bring it back up. 2 steps doing that. So we're going to go out wide and down, coming up to the middle, out wide again, and back. Step out, down, up, and then wide and narrow. I forgot to go 2 times. We'll do it this time. And up. I'm getting way over here. Down and up. Okay, 4 steps. Take it down, bring it up, bring that foot up and over. You got the stick here helping you. Together, apart, up and to the middle, and we're back there again. All right. Single-handed. Just take that stick around to the side. This is why it has to be light. Out and back again. Just bring it out to the side, right here. Down, sweep up, and coming back to the middle. Again, keeping the feet side by side, a little wider stance here to get started. Up and forward. So now we're going to take that forward lunge, out, rotate, follow it with the eyes, back in and back. Up, out, in, and back. So we're going to have a vestibular system, being able to make that rotation without tipping to that side. And back down. Plus, you have weight. Not a lot of weight, but you have some weight with lots of lever length, lots of distance away from the hand. Out, up, around. Hold the core tight while you do this. Lift. Rotate. And back. One more time. Step out, lift. Out to the side. Bring it in. And there. Arm up, leg up. So you're going to take foot out, bring that arm up, see if you can get the foot up off the floor, and then bring it down. What you're looking for is to be able to leg and arm together, giving you lever length out on this side, making you lift that with a balanced grip there, holding that bar in the middle, same time bringing the foot up and trying to lever all of that or trying to stabilize all of that weight off to the side. Other side, same thing. Up and out. Back in. If you can't, remember, tap the toe, bring it up, and then bring it back in. And down. I got it. One more time. All right. We're going to walk. Arms out front. For right now, just take a step. Rotate. Step the other side. Rotate. Around. Take your time as you do this. Step slowly out with that rotation. Back foot comes up. You're rotating through the torso, through the shoulders. Up and around. That's hard enough. Keeping your eye on the horizon the whole way. And then back to the middle. One more time. Pick up. Rotate to that side. Hold right there. Get your balance. Up. And to the other side. Tell me those weren't fun. Just tell me. Grab a drink of water. There are a lot more. A lot more we'd like to do. We'll bring the stick back. We will bring the stick back. Let's give the shoulders a break for a second. Hand out, right to the side. What you're going to do, opposite arm, cross to that stick, and then we're just going to do in a little bit of a hip hinge here. Feel a great stretch through the front of the shoulder. You don't have to go deep with this. This isn't how low can you go. It's not that. It's just reach that arm up, feel the stretch, and then squeeze. You use the pull to help you back up again. Same on the other side. Out. Push up through. And come on back up again. One more time. And up. Hold on to your pole. Keep it off to the side. We're going to do the basic leg exercises, but using the pole this time instead of the chair. Up. So you don't have 4 legs like you do on this one. So this arm has to balance as well. So you're working way more muscles. Core is much more involved than if you've got that hand on the chair. Up, out, in, and down. Concentrate on that stationary leg, that the toes are not clenching, that you don't have the weight in it. Ball the foot to the heel. Lift, in, and down. One of the things I like to do with this one is starting one piece at a time. Leg comes up. Try to pick that stick up at the same time. It's always right there if you need it. And then back down. And then you can do the up, out, in, and down. But you're always holding that right over the ground. So the minute you need it, it's right there. In and back down. Other side, leg lift and extension. Straight out. Bring it in and back. So keeping the shoulder blades back, working the core, that exhale. And down. How high that leg comes up does not matter. You can be pointing down toward the floor. That is perfect if that's what your leg can do. If that's where the muscles will take you and the joints, that's where you need to be. Up, out, in, and down. Let's pull the stick up if you can. So taking that step. I needed it. Left side. And then back, tap the toe, bring it up again. One more. Up. Tipping. All right. See if we can do this again. So we're going to bring up, up, out, in, and back down. If you can lift that up just off the floor. I'm using this constantly on my left leg. Balance me. And down. Actually, I like this better than a chair. Plus, it's a lot more challenging because you've got this weight over here now. Core's having to work harder to hold you upright. And back down again. Woo. One leg out, one leg back. Lift that front leg up. So we're just going to lift. And back down. Feel how much more the core has to work here. A little bend in the knee, bring it up. As you're doing this, just try lifting that pole. Can't see that. Pole off the floor just a little bit. And back down, up. It's a good way to start getting really used to that single leg balance. And one more time. Up, up. And down, down. Other side, same thing. Foot up front. Shake that leg out after you just used it for all of that. Step and lift and drop. Taking your time with this. You may have that chair right next to you in case you need it as well. And one more time, because we've got other directions to go with this yet. And down. Back, 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 back. stick on this side. So here's a huge thing. If you have the pole on this side, leg on this side, and lift the leg up either way, much easier. If you want to make it more challenging, you put the stationary leg and the pole on the same side and then do the lift. You may want to get that leg back there, find your balance on that single leg, then pick the pole up just for a second, and then back down again, and then bring the foot down. So again, it's a great way to get yourself into the position exactly where you need to be, and then just a little bit of let up, just getting that tip off the floor, and then back down again. But it's always right there if you need it. Whoa, I need it a lot. I really want to roll out to the outside on that one. Okay, other side, same thing. Foot out. Just lift that leg behind you. Pull right there. And down, up. The other thing you may want to try is taking it right out in front, squeezing together, and then lifting that leg up. See if that works better for you or not. Or not. I'm not liking that one right now. All right, one more time. And back. Out to the side. Toe forward. Come back in nice and slow. Make sure the pole is keeping you upright. So you're not leaning out to the side. It's great for that. If you have this tendency to lean out the opposite direction, you can use it to help keep you straight. Help keep you straight, not make you straight. And again, if you want to pick that stick up, pole up. One more time. Got to get these in before we run out of time. And we got one left yet after this. All right. Other side. Out. Do a couple with the stick on the floor with the pole on the floor. Shoulders back. Keep yourself aligned over that stationary leg. Don't let yourself lean out. And when you're ready, if you are, you can do this. You are balance ready. One more time out. Because I watch all these videos and they have this single leg stance. So you bring the leg up. You're supposed to be able to stand there for whatever, 10 to 30 seconds. But that's a good thing to have. There's no question about it. But try doing this off to the side instead of keeping the leg right here in the middle where you're not putting weight forward, but you come out to the side. Now you've got both hips working, core is having to work because your body wants to go out where the lever length is. Other side. Out. I don't know if we did this already. Do a couple more. It'll make me feel good. That way, make sure we didn't miss it. And down one more time. And in. All right. Forward, side, back. Just gonna pick that leg up, roll it around, tap the toe, pick it up, control that leg coming around, and down. This is fantastic for this. This is almost like you're on the single leg doing it. Almost. You can lighten up how hard you're pushing on the pole. Up and back. To me, this gives me a lot more body work than if I was leaning on the chair, and I would be leaning on the chair. Take your time with it. Get that feeling. Weight behind, weight to the side, weight to the front. Hips don't move, just that leg in the socket. That's what you're looking for. That is for all your movements. Hips stay forward. My legs are tired. Other side. Got an agility class to do after this. Up. Make sure you're looking right straight out in front of you, not down at your feet. Take it slow. I was going fast. And back. So much harder when you take your time with it. And up. And back. Again. Wow. Wow. Stretch those out. Side lunge. Pull right here. Take it down. Shoulders stay straight. Arms fall right straight down. Pole is parallel with the floor. And then bring yourself back up. Other side. You can do this as a weight shift. Stay wide set. And just go down on the side. You're going to feel the stretch through the side of the hip that we just used. And push back up. Other side. Down. Make this a little more stretchy if you want. As you go down, bring the arms up. Get the stretch through the back as well. Hamstrings, inner thighs, groin muscles. And up one more time. Down. And up. Hold the pole right here. Do some skaters. Just like that. Bring the foot around. Hips stay straight. That thing we did to the outside. Like that. Doing it to the inside now. Crossing behind and back. Step and bring it in. Out and in. What you want to put with this is foot out. Roll the shoulders. Bring it back up in the middle. Other side. If you go into a curtsy lunge, what you're doing is you're coming back and around. That knee, front knee, stays right over the ankle of that front foot or pointing in the same direction as the toe. You bend the back knee and then push through that front foot to bring the leg around. If you're doing a curtsy lunge. But that knee and toe have to stay in alignment. But you don't got to do that. You can just do this right here. And back. Around. Parallel. Perpendicular. And back up again. And down. Pole out in front. Feet crossed. We're going to do a hip hinge. Make sure the knees are bent. And I don't know about you, but the outside of my glutes, outside of the hip, medial glutes, are feeling it. The stretch feels really good. Push through the pole to bring you back up again. Isn't it great? If you have two walking poles, it's fantastic. You can do the same thing. You've got even more base of support for stretching. Remember, back leg is where you feel it or should feel it. And bring it back up again. Easy rotations this time. Into a stagger. Arms out front. Rotate around. Just a little bit of pressure on that arm that's out front. Not too much. And back. You want to feel the stretch going up the spine when you do this. So all the way up the back. As you bring that shoulder blade around, bring it back, squeeze, and then on the other side, the extended side is where you're going to feel the stretch. And then bring it back up and bring it back down again. Up overhead, side bends. Little bend in the knees, arms up. Oh my goodness, that's awful. And over to the side. Use that top hand. It's beautiful for that to bring you back up again. Other side, ear up on the arm before you start. And then take it down. Back up. And arms down. So this one's fun. This one's fun. Take the stick right here. First thing we're going to do is bring it up like this. So left hand over the top, parallel with the floor. Around the head and down on the other side. So it's up. Did it wrong. Let me try that again. Getting it up, arm back. There we go. Try to stay behind the head as you do this. And then bring it flat again. Opposite hand up, around, and down one more time. up. So this is called putting on your coat. That's what they called it and where I've learned it from. So I'm going to go with it. All right, one more time. Hold on to the stick into a squat, nice and easy. Use it to hold that chest up and just kind of drop down. And then walk it back up. Go wider with the plie squat. And now drop that butt right straight back. Put your weight into the pole. Get it out in front of you a little bit so you can really work on just pushing that butt back. Feeling the stretch on the inner thighs, knees stay out. Get you a chance to really sit into this. And then use the arms to bring you back up again. Set that down. We're going to do a couple stretches without it. We have time. Fingers intertwined, palms up. Make sure your arms, wrists, fingers all stay flexible. You're on the inside of the upper arm. Now make that stretch down. This is a much more intense stretch for the shoulders, for the arm. When you've got the fingers intertwined and the palms away like that. Other side. Down, 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 down. And back up again. Shake that out. Hand around. So one of the things with the poles like the bands, you use a lot of shoulder. A lot of shoulder. So just bring those shoulders around. Shoulder girdle stays in a straight line. Back hand is the one that pulls the front one around without moving the hips. Other side, same thing. Bring it, and relax. Take it right down. Circles with the shoulders. Palms up on the way up, down on the way down. That's the other thing with it. You don't do a whole lot of that rotation. There's some, but the stick kind of keeps you linear. And so you don't get the same rotation you would if you weren't using something that is by both hands. Palms up on the way up, down on the way down. Bigger, bigger, bigger. And bring it down into a hip hinge. Just let the arms kind of hang there. Want to use your chair? Great place to use a chair. And just swing it around. Lots of rotation. Side, back, front to back, side to side, whatever feels best for you, or that rotation in circles. And back up again. And take the fingers right straight out front. Roll out the upper back. So you roll the shoulders out, feel the stretch all the way across, shoulder to shoulder. And bring it back in, straight down. It's my job to make sure you stay flexible. That's one of my things that I'm supposed to do. And bring it back up, and those are great ways to do it, especially for the arms. Down. Deep breath in as you bring the arms up overhead. Stomach out. Exhale, bring the arms down. One more time. Up, up, up. And push the stomach out. When you take that deep breath, get the air into the lower part of the lungs. Exhale, bringing the arms down. Stick day is done. Thank you guys for being here. Stick Wednesday, we'll call it. Be back on Friday. Bring a band and maybe a weight or two, if you would.